Hi everyone, welcome back to the Counselling Armchair. In this quick round today, I want to share with you some university-related information that might be relevant and important, and I'm talking about Census Date. Many of you might be familiar with what Census Date is, and that's awesome, and listen on. But you might just be starting uni and might have seen this phrase somewhere or heard about it somewhere. In a nutshell, Census Date is a period of time where you can make modifications to your enrolment. And after this date, your enrolment is essentially finalised, which means you become academically and financially liable for any changes to your enrolment. So there are a number of things you can do or would need to do before Census Date. Let's take a look at what they are. The modifications that you can make to your enrolment include the following: change subjects, dropping subjects, defer for the semester or apply for a leave of absence for the semester, apply for a credit transfer from another course or subject, what's also known as Recognition of Prior Learning, or RPL for short. You can cancel your enrolment altogether. You can apply for any government student loans, known as fee help or vet student loan. You can provide your tax file number if you have HECS, or pay all your uni fees if you are paying upfront yourself. And finally, you can apply for study assist funding if you can't pay your student services and amenities fee. Now, if you leave all these things to after the census date, it could mean a few outcomes. I'll give you a couple of examples. Let's say if you weren't intending on staying on with a subject for the semester, but you didn't drop out and you don't attend the class, you could still end up paying fees for that subject. Even if you have HECS or fee help or a vet student loan, it's still added to your student loan ultimately, and you'd still have to pay it off later. Similarly, if you believe you could get an RPL for a subject but didn't get around to applying for it by census date, you could end up with more school fees than necessary that you would have to pay off. And let's say you are supposed to pay certain fees, like the student services and amenities fee, or you're supposed to apply for a student loan but you hadn't done that. Your enrolment could get cancelled and you won't be eligible to study at the university. We definitely wouldn't want any of this to happen to us, and just got to make sure we organise this all by census date. Typically, you've got a fair amount of time to make changes to your enrolment from the start of the semester to census date, which is generally a few weeks. This usually gives students time to organise themselves with applying for RPL or applying for any relevant school fees, like HECS, fee help, or vet student loan, or to really decide whether you want to stay on in a subject or not, especially if you have attended some of the classes and that's helped you make decisions on this. Now for this semester, you will need to make sure all this is done by the 31st of March. If you are not sure about what to do with your enrolment or how to go about applying for student loans or RPL, don't forget you can always contact RMIT Connect and speak with an advisor about these things. They can help walk you through the processes involved and answer questions you might have. You can just drop in at your local campus's concierge, or you can book an appointment via your student portal for a student welfare appointment. And that can be face-to-face or a telephone appointment. You can also text RMIT Connect, but sometimes it might just be quicker to speak with an advisor directly, and you might have other questions that could come up during your conversation. I hope this has been a helpful tidbit of information for you to get onto so your enrolment is secured in how you want it to be. Thanks for listening. Have a great week and see you next time.